Hey everybody, it's Joel and welcome back to another episode of Talkn Toys. Today we are looking at He-Man and the Masters of the Universe He-Man from the cartoon line that's coming out. I got this through Big Bad Toy Store on not too long ago, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. So guess what we're doing today? We are looking at He-Man from the cartoon line. This is, of course, the Filmation toy line from the 80s, so, you know, it's going to look more like that style instead of the typical Origins or kind of like the regular toy line. So without too much more rambling, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So we got He-Man, obviously. He's got his comic book back there. He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. We've got the He-Man logo, or He-Man and the Masters of the Universe logo up there. And if you can see it, it says 80s Adventures. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then got the cartoon and the Filmation logo design collection. We go to the back here. We've got the first wave, He-Man, Beastman, Man-at-Arms, and Skeletor. We've got a depiction of him coming with the Sword of the Ancients, and you can twist him into powerful poses. And then if we look at the top here, it says, as seen on Masks of Power, which is kind of a neat thing to put there, so it lets you know what episode this was actually from. And of course it includes the comic book, and again it says cartoon collection there, modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe animated series. So I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Let's check it out. Let's get it out of the box and check it out. What do you say? So we've got him out of the package here. Now just take a quick look at him. So he is yellow haired, kind of got the whole cartoon look going on. Very much colored like the cartoon. Black for the eyebrows, black for the eyes. We've got metallic silver, metallic silver or metallic like bluish for his harness here. Red paint for the little cross there like he has in the cartoon. Come around to the back and he's got the same bluish silver sheath there for his sword. He's got the little clips on the side here, so you can take it off if you want to. He does have the same gimmicks and purposes that the Origins have, so you can take out his joints and swap them around if you so desire. Big differences: there's no little grommets or anything on the belt or on his bracers, and there's no little grommets that go up the side of his harness here, or his little chest plate here. So that's kind of interesting. The furry underwear is always brown, so are his boots in here. So he's got his usual bits of articulation. You know, you can spin the head a full 360 like so. You get a little bit of up and very little down movement, but you do get a little bit of left and right there, so you can go back and forth. Arms go in a full 360, and of course you can T-pose. His arms go out that far. He does have a spin on the elbow, and then of course you can move the elbow back and forth like so. Wrist has a spin, horizontal bend on the wrist there, and then same thing, horizontal wrist bend, and you can spin it a full 360 on the other hand. He does have a waist turn. Legs come out yay far, and of course they're pegged, so you can pull the legs out if you want as well. You've got the knee that bends, and you have a spin on the knee as well. Spin at the calf. Well, spin at the calf. Get the feet go all the way down, and they go up like so. And you do get your left and right spinning on the ankle. And of course, like all He-Man figures, the legs only go up about that far, and they go back about that far. So all the same thing. He stands at about 5 inches, 5.5 inches, same scale as the Origins line, and looks every bit as good as it should be. Nice orange for the bracers and the belt to go with that brown. Very much happy with this figure. I like the way it looks. I like the design and sculpt on it. He does come with the two swords. So you can see there's the Sword of the Ancients here. We'll bring that up close. See if we can get a look at that design, which I think the Sword of the Ancients looks pretty cool. It's got a little snake head on it. on both sides. And it is kind of that metallic silver. So it doesn't even have that blue look to it. It's just straight out more of a metallic silver, which looks pretty good. And then of course we have the Sword of Power, which is feels like it's a little bit bigger than the Origin Sword of Power. It's got the little knobs on there like it does in the actual cartoon. Same metallic silver. And if we were to bring in one of the Origin swords as a comparison, you're going to see that not only is it a little bit longer than the Origin sword, it's a little bit wider as well. Of course, this one's just a half sword, so, you know, you got that. I think I pulled it off of Battle Armor He-Man, so. But that looks pretty cool. I like the fact that it's a little bit longer. I like the fact that it has the little knobs on there, much like the animated series. And it does go right into the back, like so. It's kind of a tight fit, but it fits, so there you go. It looks good overall. And then of course we'll take the Sword of the Ancients. Now you can put it in his hand there. Take the Sword of Power, put that in his hand. So you got those going. He can hold both of them pretty well. Don't have a lot of issues with him holding his swords. Of course, they don't combine or anything like that, but, you know, in the show they do, so not bad there. I like the overall design. I like the overall sculpt on it, very much so. Now, for comparison, I thought I had a regular He-Man, and I can't seem to find him, so I just went ahead and grabbed my Battle Armor He-Man. Let's get these two to stand up here. Interestingly enough, it looks like Battle Armor He-Man is a little shorter than our cartoon collection. So you can kind of get an idea there. They're both, I'm trying to straight leg them both. But there is more of a bend here, I think, when you look at both those legs. So it gives way to a little bit of height difference. So you can see those there. You get a little bit of a side comparison. You know, this hair is all smooth, doesn't have like the actual bunches of hair that you can kind of see on the Origins line. So that kind of gives you an idea for a little side comparison there. I'm looking forward to getting Skeletor and Beastman. Beastman, I think, was still up on Big Bad Toy Store at the time of my recording this. So at some point, I'll need to order him and get him in. Just do a comparison of the actual cartoon line together. But I like that. I like what we have so far. I like what they have offered us as far as this figure goes. I can't complain. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's my review of Masters of the Universe He-Man, the cartoon collection version of him. Really solid figure. Looks very good. I feel like it's a good representation of the cartoon. Yeah, it seems like it's a little taller, more straight-legged than the Origins, but the pieces do interchange with the Origin figures. That gimmick is still alive for anyone who likes that. So that's a plus. I'm not a big swapping person, so I usually don't do that with my figures. But overall, it does represent the cartoon very well, a lot more than some of the other lines have in the past, and it's in that Origins kind of scale, so, you know, that reminds me of everything that I want from my childhood as far as the original figures go. So, that said, if you guys find it and you're a He-Man fan, pick it up. I don't think you're going to be upset by getting this figure whatsoever. If you can't find it in the stores yet, because I think Walmart's supposed to get them first in the stores, or they're supposed to get some, and Target's supposed to get the other bits. But if not, you can always go over to Big Bad Toy Store, and I think they still have them in stock. Though they're not sponsoring this video, so just saying. But all in all, I think definitely a great figure. Absolutely love it, and I think you guys will too. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. We'll see you on the next episode.